of God, you take away the sins of the world. Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on us. Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world. Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on us. Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world. Oops, sing around my melody note. Grant us peace. So the song starts off with this instrumental. The lead notes are on there. You needn't play there. Probably best to come in on this E right here. Lamb of God, right? You take, and if you feel comfortable, arpeggio, a 4 down, 4 up is a great way to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, those 8 notes combined create the 8 eighth notes in a 4/4 measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Great way to double check to make sure you're not cheating on it. A lot of students will go right, so that's not adequate. So basically, the 4 down, 4 down, a 4 down, 4 up is an awesome way to make sure that you're playing an actual E, not like some facsimile of it. Actual E is that all 6 notes ring through. Same on the B. C sharp minor is going into the D suspended. I like that fingering. I like the way that you can ring and you can get it. You can actually get it legato. A lot of students will do something like hole in the middle, you know, like this dead air. So the C sharp minor to the D sus this way. If you do make that transition, make sure you make it musically, right? So that you don't have like that you're not making like a dead spot. Then the Mercy, you know, it says A suspended second. I would just play that one. Make absolutely positively sure it's not a suspended fourth. I can't tell you how horrible that D is gonna sound against what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna play the sharp 11 on that one. Again, we talked about this in that second verse of the Gloria, but essentially, what I love to do right here is I love to play this A add 9 with a sharp 11. And so basically what's going on, I've got this E on the 4th string, I have a B on the 3rd, and I've got the D sharp, which is the sharp 11 on the 2nd. I'm starting with the A string in the right hand, I'm arpeggiating this up and down, and it has just a glorious sound. I love how that tension between the D sharp and the E is, and then there's also this tension between the A and the B, but it just has a glorious sound as these notes ring through. Then the E major 7, I can easily transition to here. So I'm actually leaving those 3 fingers down. I'm just adding a G sharp, and then in the right hand, I'm choosing to not play the A. So again, when I'm arpeggiating, you can see I'm skipping from the 6th to the 4th. So I've fallen in love with the sound that I get when I'm right on the edge of the hole. Right, this is too tinny. This is too throaty. I really love this sound, and I put, I don't know, probably a 15-degree angle. Flat picking, I think we had this conversation. Flat picking annoys me. Doesn't get enough low end. I love about the 15-degree angle. as you can see, I'm kind of drawing this diagonal line, which just naturally flows from the angle of the swing of my arm, unapologetically making it ergonomic. And I like the way it brightens up on the bottom and kind of throatens up slightly, ever so slightly on the top. Cool stuff. Another big mistake I see a lot on this Lamb of God is the repeat sign. Don't forget the repeat sign, because if you do, you won't even know you made a mistake, right? Until like 6 measures later. And you'll be like, why is everybody playing a G sharp? And it'd be like, oh yeah, right? I'm sorry, the D natural. It's that D natural. That's kind of a cool one. So that final refrain, right? Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world. And I love, if you haven't done it already, there's a really cool guide finger from E that you just bring your index up to the A. Again, it's really critical as a student that you're conscious of the space between. You never want dead air, right? You want to, the more you can create that beautiful sound of one chord smoothly going into the other, makes a lot of sense. And then so on this one, I'm transitioning to D. The E with the D in the bass, very, very easy chord. Don't let some of these names intimidate you. They're pretty simple. So E with the D in the bass is basically just the 4th string open. That's the D in the bass, obviously. Then you got the G sharp, which is functioning as that 3rd and the E chord. I got the B and then the E on top. So just one finger, which transitions really nicely into the B sus. This is, again, from one that I learned from Alex Lifeson in that Spirit of the Radio. Just a great voicing. This is a more convention. So like conventionally, you would take A suspended and move that as a bar and create the B suspended 4th. However, that B and that E are easily acquired on the open strings, so it makes a lot of sense to go B, F sharp, B, and then open B, E, right? And that chord, it's cool how like these 2 notes are the same, and I really love how that rings, right? And then again, not required, but I love transitioning up to the B with the D sharp in the bass. Not called for here in the lead sheet, but obviously I play this with a piano player and oftentimes a bass player. So no matter what I do in the bass is superseded. So I'm selecting chords primarily on the basis of what pleases my ear. Beautiful little transition here. You got an A with an E in the bass. So obviously this is an E chord. You can make this, right, an F or a G. Taking it out to I'm on the 7/7/8 here makes that an A chord. You can kind of picture, like, if you know the E shape, you can kind of see that grouping is really popular. We've got the E in the bass, and then again I'm adding that 1st and the 2nd open. Love the way that those notes ring through. Again, adding the 9 here. This is an A with an E in the bass. And then you can slide that up. Again, this is a B with an E in the bass, right? Again, I'm adding that E, which is the 4th, right? A little bit of a chord palindrome as I go from A, B, E, B, A, right? So that grant us is easy because it's the same backward and forward. If I did it forwards, A, B, E, B, A. If I did it backwards, it's A, B, E, B, A. Patterns like that make it a little easier to remember. And that's the Lamb of God. Just a reminder, do not, under any circumstances, play an A suspended 4th anywhere in this song, or you'll get a scowl from the director. Awesome.